Yeah, yesterday we have discussed about Global Protect VPN, right? So we are doing a lab for the same today. So this is my topology for Global Protect VPN lab implementation. I have connected the firewall. I have connected Windows machine to the firewall, and this fire I'm using this firewall for both portal and gateway. Okay, I'm configuring portal and gateway on same firewall. So I'm using only one firewall, and I have connected the Windows machine to the firewall so that we will be able to download the Global Protect agent. Okay, Global Protect agent or client. I will show you how can we download and how can we connect the Global Protect VPN from the Windows machine. Okay, here one thing you have to note down is this Global Protect VPN will be supporting from Windows 10. Okay, if you have Windows 7, Windows 7 is not supporting right now. The Palo Alto Networks have the Windows 7 is not supporting now. The Palo Alto Networks, they have removed that support of Global Protect VPN on Windows 7. Okay, so starting with Windows 10, the Global Protect VPNs are supporting. So this is my topology for this lab. So there are some series of steps that we need to configure. Okay, so I will be showing here what are the steps that what are the configurations that we need to do on the firewall in order to connect the Global Protect VPN on Windows 10. Okay, the first thing we need to create is an we need to configure an certificates. Okay, I told you right yesterday, these certificates are mainly used for authentication of this Global Protect agent or client in order to know the client that it is connecting to the legitimate portal and gateway. Okay, there are we can create an certificates in firewall certificate store. We can create two types of certificate. One is an root certificate. Okay, not two. We need to create, we have to create three certificates. One is an root certificate, second one is an intermediate certificate, and the third one is an server certificate. Okay, but intermediate certificate is not a mandatory one. Okay, we can create or we can skip this, but we can create, you need to create root certificate and you need to create an server certificate. Okay, and after creating these certificates, the second step is you need to install in the Windows 10 machine. Okay, how we can install certificates in the SSL decryption. In the same way, you need to install this install the certificate in Windows 10 machine. We have two certificates, three certificates, right? We will be having three stores. If you created three certificates in the Palo Alto firewall, you need to install these certificates in the Windows 10 machine in the three different folders. Root certificate will be installed in the trusted root folder, and intermediate certificate will be in the intermediate certificate folder, and server certificate will be in the personal store. Okay, I will show you. If you want to know these folders, you can also see in your local laptop. Okay, and if you click on Windows run and just mention the cert mgr.msc. Okay, it will be the certificate store in the local machine. See here we have personal, trusted, and intermediate certificate authorities. If you have created all the three, the root certificate will be installed in the trusted root certification. Okay, authority, and if you have created intermediate, install in the intermediate certificate, and the server certificate is there, right? The server certificate installed in the personal store. Okay, I'm just showing it in my local laptop, but you need to install in the lab PC. Okay, i'm just uh, uh, I'm just showing you where you have to install these certificates. Okay, after installing the certificates in Windows 10, the third thing you need to do, and you need to create a local users and authentication profile. Okay, Why we are creating local users and authentication profile means we need to have credentials in order to connect a global protect VPN, right? So we need local user credentials and also the authentication profile. Authentication profile tells which type of authentication method that we are going to use. And fourth one is an SSL TLS profile. Okay. In SSL TLS profile, we need to call the server certificate that we have configured on the first step. Why we need this SSL TLS profile means whenever you are accessing any of the websites from the web browser, whenever you have connected the global protect VPN, you are going to access some of the websites in the web browser, right? So this SSL TLS profile will be able to use this server certificate in order to have an secure connection or secure access of the websites. Okay. And after the SSL TLS profile, you need to create an portal configuration. Here comes the global protect portal configuration, and the sixth step is gateway configuration. Okay, global protect gateway configurations. These are the 6 steps that you need to configure in order to execute this global protect VPN lab. Okay, after completing all these 6 steps, we have a verification part as well. We need to verify. Okay, we need to verify whether our whatever the configuration that we have made is correct or not. Okay, how can we verify means you can verify, you need to verify the portal, accessing the portal from the web browser. Okay, the first thing is access the portal from web browser. Okay, if you are able to access the portal from the web browser, that our configuration is correct and whatever the things that we have configured is right. Okay, and the second verification is you need to install the global protect app. Okay, global protect agent app, and try to connect that. Install the GP agent and connect using an user credentials. Okay, so you can install the global protect app or agent in 2 ways. Okay, you can the first thing is you can access the portal from the web browser. This portal will, once you log into this portal will be showing to download global protect agent app for the Windows machine or Linux or Mac OS. Okay, I will show you once the configuration is done. Okay, we can install the we can download the global protect agent via portal from the web browser. And the second thing, if you have an customer support portal, okay, if you buy a firewall from the Palo Alto Networks, they will provide you the customer support portal. Okay, from the customer support portal also you can download, but for now we don't have the access for the customer support portal, but we can download it from the portal from the web browser. Okay, so these are the two verification steps that you need to do after configuring. Okay, so let's go ahead and configure one by one. This is my firewall. Once you log in, it will show a dashboard, right? So if you want to configure the certificates, it is in the device tab and certificate store. See, these are the certificates that we have configured for SSL decryption, but we need to generate a new certificate for the global protect, right? So what you need to do is just click on generate, and it will be pop up to generate for the new certificate. Give the certificate name whatever you want. I am going with root cert. I am giving GP root cert, and the common name you can give whatever you want. Okay, www.gprootsert.com. Okay, this should be an certificate authority, because this is the root certificate where this certificate is going to sign other certificates like intermediate certificate or server certificate. So it should be an certificate authority. Just click on and other cryptographic settings, you can use the default settings. Okay, just click on generate. Our certificate will generate and show here. And if I want to generate intermediate, you can also generate. And I'm directly going to generate an server certificate. Okay, I'm going to give the name as an GP cert, and the common name should be whatever see here on my topology. The Windows machine is connected to Ethernet 1/1, right? Whatever the IP address that I have assigned on this, the whenever you are creating a server certificate, the common name should be the IP address of the trusted interface that are connected to the Windows machine. Okay, whether it is an Ethernet 1/1 or whether it is an Ethernet 1/2, anything. If you are using IP address, you can configure the IP address as a common name here. Okay, so my common name should be IP address of that Ethernet 1/1, which is an 30.30.30.10. And this is not a certificate authority, but we are going to signed by the GP cert. Okay, GP root certificate. So you can just call this signed by GP root certificate, so that this certificate is signed by our GP root cert. Okay, so once you click on generate, it will come under the GP root, because it is going to the GP cert is signed to this GP cert. If you want to see here, you can see issuer, whatever, who are the issuer here, GP root cert, which is the root certificate. Okay, these are the two things. If you want to generate an intermediate certificate also, you can generate, but I'm not going with generating an intermediate certificate. I'm just going with root cert and the server certificate. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, and we need to install these two certificates in the Windows machine. Okay, lab Windows machine. So for that, what I am going to do is I am just enabling the interface management profile on Ethernet 1/1, so that I will able to log in this firewall using the Ethernet 1/1. It is already enabled the interface management profile. So what I will do is I will directly log in from this Windows machine. Don't forget to install the certificates. Okay, once you create it, because after configuring a portal and gateway, if you try to install, what it will do is the port we will be able to log in portal using the we will be configuring portal and gateway on the same interface. So in that case, we will be not able to log into the web GUI of the firewall. Okay.
Yeah. I have a question, bro, here.
Yes, yes.
Uh, this is mandatory global protect, or only if the client asks to configure global protect means we have to work on that, or like if we have some new Palo Alto device means from the beginning we have to configure zones, interfaces, and SSL decryption, security policies, and IPsec tunnel. Everything we have to do, like our client will says, I need global protect for so and so firewall zone means then only we have to work on that.
Yes, yes. This based upon the client requirement only. If the client,
Okay.
see, if the client is using Palo Alto, they will obviously going with an Palo Alto Global Protect VPN. Okay.
Okay.
If they are not, if they don't want Global Protect VPN, or if they are using any other firewalls, they will also have a chance to go with that. But this is mostly on the client requirement only.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Global Protect plays, I mean, very important role in Palo Alto, or like how it would be, bro.
Yes, yes. This plays an important role, because this is where people are working from home, or where people are working from remote, anywhere from the remote. If they want to access anything inside their office network, if they want to something access, they have to connect for sure they have to connect to the Global Protect VPN.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I mean, in the real life scenario, also, whatever you were doing, same way we have
Yeah,
to do it,
same way
right?
we
Same
have to do.
process.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
See, you were for suppose if you are working for some any of the US companies. Okay, you are working from India, and you are located in some remote. Okay, and your company is located in US, so you have to access some of the resources inside your company which is in US, but you are logging from the India. So in order to access something inside in the US company, you must ensure you have to log into the Global Protect VPN, so that then only you will get an access. Otherwise, they won't be able to access, because they have provided access through the Global Protect VPN only.
Okay.
Yeah, once we log in this Palo Alto in the Windows machine, just navigate to the device and certificates. Whatever the certificates that we have created here, it will show the same. Okay, what you can do is you can just export the certificates one by one. Okay, one, if you select, you have to export one by one. If you select both at a time, it won't export, it won't show an option to export. So what you can do is you can just select one certificate one time and just click on export. It will show in file format. You can go with an PM format only. Okay, PM format, and don't export a private key, just export the certificate in the PM format. Just click on OK. The certificate will be downloading in the local, in your wherever the local machine that you have access, so it will be downloaded there. And just uncheck this and check this GP cert and export in the same way. Okay, it will also download in your local machine. What we can do is you can go ahead and click on the run. Okay, and here you can also give the cert mgr.msc, where you can, it will be taking to the certificate store. See here in the personal store, we have to install the GP cert, okay, which is an server certificate. Here we have a certificate, right? Click on certificates, just right click on that, and you will mention, you will get an options. Click on, just to place the cursor on the all tasks, you will get the this pop up, right? So just click on import. It will be taking through the certificate import wizard, and it is obviously showing current user, right? Whoever the current user that are logged in, for that particular current user, it will be installing. Okay, the file name, okay, you have to browse the file name, which file that you want. Okay, I want gpsat, right? So this is my where I am installing it is, I am going to import in the personal store, so you have to select the server certificate, okay, which is my gpsat. Just click on open. It will be selecting that. Click on next, and we are already gone through the personal one, right? It will by default it will selecting the place all certificate in the certificate store. Okay, just go ahead and click on next and click on finish. The certificate download will be successful. Okay, download in sense import will be successful. If you want to see the certificate, you can just double click on the certificates. See here, this is my certificate, which is issued by GP root cert. Okay, this is the something different which I have used for the SSL, but this is the one where I am going to use for the global protect. And I want to import the root certificate, right? Just go ahead on the trusted root certificate authority. Just same thing, right click on the certificate, place the cursor on the all task, it will show the import. Just click on import, click on next, select the file. This is a root certificate, right? Okay, GP root cert, and click on open, next, next, and finish. Okay, it will getting some pop-up because it is an trusted root certificate, right? It will get a pop-up. Just click on S and the import will be successful. If you want to see the certificate, it will be there. If you scroll down, this is the certificate. Okay, GP root cert and gprootsert.com. Okay, this is my server certificate. Okay, once the installation is done, we can proceed with the next step. Okay, what is the next step? We have to create an local users. Okay, coming to the main firewall here, and if you want to create an local users, it will be in the device tab, and click on device tab, and if you scroll down, we will be having local database, local user database. You can click on users. If you want to create a users, click on users, then click on add. Here you can create whatever the user that you want. Okay, I want to create an username TB networks. Okay, TB networks, and you have to give the password, whatever the password that you want, and just confirm the password. You can create as many users that you want. Okay, if you want to create one more user, you can also create add. I'm going with Karthik, and the password, I'm creating a password for this as well, because we need to we need to log into the global protect agent, right? Once we install the global protect agent in the Windows machine, we need to authenticate, right? For that purpose, we are creating an users. Okay, so after creating a users, you need to create an authentication profile. In the same device tab, we will be having authentication profile. Okay, in the authentication profile, what you will do is, we don't have any authentication profile, right? So just click on add, give the name, whatever the name that you want, and authentication. In the authentication, you need to mention the type. I have told you, right? Authentication methods, there are multiple authentication methods. Okay, cloud authentication service, local database, radius, TechAx, LDAP, SAML, Kerberos. These are all the authentication methods. If you want use radius, TechAx, LDAP, we need to have an external authentication server, but we don't have external authentication server. So we are going with an local database, because we have created an users locally in the firewall. So we are going to use an local database. If you have any external servers like radius server, TechAx server, where the user information is stored and managed in the external server, then you can use this. But for now, I'm going with a local database, because I have created a local users inside the firewall. And this user domain and username modifiers you can use once you have any external authentication servers. If you are using local database, these are the things that no need of configure. And in the factor, we are not going to configure anything, but in the advanced tab, you need to mention. Okay, see here, we are having an allow list here. What is the use of this allow list? Okay, so in the users, I have created a two users, right? One is TBNetworks, and other one is an Karthik. Okay, so in the allow list, you have to mention, or you have to inform the firewall that I want to access global protect app, or global protect agent, or I want to log in global protect agents for only one user or for all the users. Okay, in the allow list, whoever the user that you want to allow to connect to the global router, you can mention here. For suppose I want to connect, I want TBNetworks want to connect the global protect. Okay, so in the allow list, you have mentioned TBNetworks, so that only TBNetworks will be you can use TBNetwork username and username and password to connect to the global protect. Okay, so if you want to provide an access to the Karthik as well, you can also mention Karthik. Okay, so in the allow list, whoever the users are available in the allow list, those will be able to access. Okay, you, for suppose if you have hundreds of users, and if you want to allow all the users, so you can just go with an all. Okay, if you are selecting all, whoever the users that are available in your local database, you will be providing the access to all those users. Okay, this is depends upon your requirement only. Okay, if you want to use only particular users that you want to allow access to the global protect, you can allow them, or otherwise if you want all the users, I'm going with all. Okay, so I want to TBNetworks and Karthik want to connect to the global protect, so I'm going with an all. This is an authentication profile. You can also have an account lockout. Okay? Account lockout, when will be used means, for suppose someone is trying with an username Karthik, and they don't know the password. Okay, they don't know the password. If they don't know password, they will try, right? So you have to mention the failed attempts. Okay, if the user attempts to log in uh, with wrong password three times. Okay, you have mentioned three attempts. Okay, if the user attempts to log in with a wrong password three times, the account will lock out. Okay, you can also mention the lockout time. Okay, if you have mentioned 30 minutes, the after the account lock, it will be waiting for 30 minutes. After that, it will be unlock the account. Okay, then after the 30 minutes, you can try again. Okay, you can, this is also this is also requirement. Okay, if you want to log the, this is this is also a recommended one. If someone want to log in with wrong password, you can also go with an failed attempts and lockout time. Just click on OK. Our GP, our authentication profile successfully created. And after that, you need to create an SSL TLS profile, right? So we'll be having in the certificate management, we'll be having SSL TLS service profile. So you need to create SSL TLS profile. So GP SSL. So here you need to call the server certificate, okay, which is an GP cert, not the root certificate. This is you need to call the server certificate, and these are the TLS versions. Okay, we have discussed about TLS version, right? TLS version 1.1 and the max versions it will select, okay, based upon the available or supported TLS version it will select. But here we have mentioned minimum TLS version is 1.0 and maximum whatever the maximum it supports, okay. Just click on OK. Our TLS SSL TLS profile is created, and the next thing you need to do is global protect portal configurations, okay. This is our main configuration. In the network tab we'll be having portal and global protect, where we can configure portal and gateway, okay. You can go with portal first, okay. Click on portal. It will show, it will be taking to the portal configuration. So we don't have any portal configuration right now. Just click on add, and we have multiple tabs, right? In the general tab, just go with the name. I'm giving GP portal. The interface, okay. You have to mention the interface. What is the interface that we are going to use here? Means whatever the interface that Windows machine connected to the firewall. To which interface this our Windows machine is connected to the firewall? It is connected to the via this is a switch, and this switch is connected to Ethernet 1/1. So we are using Ethernet 1/1 as an interface for the portal, okay. Ethernet 1/1, and you have to mention the IP address type, whether you are using IPv4 or IPv6. So we are using IPv4, right? So it will be pop up IP address. We need to mention the IP address as well, okay. If you configure IP address, it will automatically show there. And appearances and log settings, you can go with the default one. And this is all about general tab of the portal. And authentication, okay. We whatever the SSL TLS profile and uh, authentication profile that we have configured in second step and third step, we need to call here, okay. SSL TLS service profile, you need to call GPSSL whatever we have created. And in the client authentication, you need to add the authentication profile that you have created, okay. Just click on add, just give the name GP authentication profile, okay. And OS, here the OS we have different OS, right? Like Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, okay. You can just go with whatever the OS that you want, okay. These are multiple OS that Palo Alto firewall supports. I'm going with an any, and you have to call the authentication profile, okay. Whatever the authentication profile that we have created, this call this authentication profile here. And global protect app login screen, okay. Once you install the global protect app, the appearance of the global protect you can modify here, okay. So in the username label you can mention enter the username or username. In the password label also you can mention whatever the password that you want to. It will be highlighting that here you need to enter the password or you need to enter the username, okay. It will depends upon your requirement, okay. And just click on OK. Our authentication GP authentication or portal authentication will be created. This are the next thing you need to configure is agent tab. This is the most important thing in the portal, where I told you, right, once the agent is connected to the portal, what are the things that the portal is providing to the agent. We this is the thing that where we are configuring, okay. Whatever we are configuring here, the portal will be providing these to the agent once it connect to the portal, okay. If you want to add, just click on add. It will take down to the authentication, okay. Just mention it as an GP port GP. This is an client configuration, okay. Client configuration. And you can see here we have multiple options: client certificate, If you want to use client authentication also, you can use client certificate. Here we have save user credentials, right? What if you select save user credentials as yes, it will take the same credentials for both portal and gateway. Okay, we no need to enter the credentials for portal and gateway. Okay, once you provide the portal, once you provide the credentials for the portal, the same username and password will be automatically taken by the firewall if you select save user credentials as yes. If you select no, what you have to do is you have to enter the credentials two times for both portal and gateway. Okay, so if you select this save user credentials as yes, you no need to provide credentials for uh, for gateway. Okay, it will take whatever the credentials that you have provided for the portal, it will take the same credentials for the gateway as well. Okay, and authentication override means it will be generating some cookies. Okay, whenever you have try to connect, if you connect one time, and whenever you are trying another time, it will be creating cookies, right? So these cookies will be used to authenticate the portal without providing any credentials. Okay, so but for now I'm not going to create any cookies for a portal. Okay, so the next thing you need to is config selection criteria, and here you have to mention what are the OS that you want and what are the users that you want. Okay, but for now I'm going with any, and here the next thing is an internal. Okay, I told you, right, whenever the agent is connected to the portal will provide internal and external gateways. Okay, see here, if you have any internal gateway. Okay, if you have any internal gateway inside your network, you can just enable this internal host detection, and you can mention IP address and host name of that internal gateway. Okay, so that these whenever the agent connect to the portal will provide this internal gateway information, and agent will do an internal host detection. Okay, but for in this lab we don't have any internal, and I'm going with an external. So just create an external gateway here. If you want to if you want to configure external gateways, just here in the external gateway, just click on add. It will pop up for the external gateway, right? So just give the name. I'm going with the GB gateway, and the address type. Okay, if you have any FQDN for that portal or for that gateway, you can just mention the gateway, but I'm going with an IP. What is the gateway IP here means whatever the interface that we have connected. Okay, this interface, because I am configuring both portal and gateway in the same firewall, right? So if you configure portal and gateway in same firewall, you can use the same interface. Okay, whatever the interface that you are using for portal, you can use for the gateway as well. Okay, so whatever the interface IP that we have for the portal and gateway, we are configuring here as well. Okay, 30.30.30.10, and you have to mention the region. Okay, the gateway region, whether this gateway is available in India, or it is available in China, or whether it is available in USA. Okay, you have to mention the source region. So if you scroll down, it will show all the uh, available countries. Okay, have all the available countries, it will show here. So based upon the location of the gateway, you need to select the location here. Okay, but for now I'm going with any. Okay, so the priority, if you have multiple gateways. Okay, if you have multiple gateways, if you just click on OK, our gateway will be added. If you have one more gateway, you can just add one more gateway here. Just give the gateway name, IP address, and the location. So here the gateway will be having we'll see the gateway information here, right? Multiple gateways. How the agent will select the one of the gateway to connect from the multiple gateways? I told you, right? It depends upon the RTT. Okay, if RTT is same for if, let's take we have two gateways in same location, and the RTT value is same for all. Okay, same for the both gateways. In that case, it will be going with a priority value. We have also have the priority. We have multiple priorities here. Okay, we have multiple priorities. Highest manual, if you are configuring manual will be the highest priority, and after that highest, high, medium, low, lowest, these are the what we call priority wise. Okay, if you click on manual, it will take, obviously this will be an top priority. Okay, but by default it is going with an highest, right? So just go with an highest, because I have only one gateway, right? So it will going to connect this gateway only. Okay, if you have multiple gateways, it will be calculating the RTT, then it will be connecting. Okay, after external, we need to give the app. Okay, app configurations. I have told you connection methods, right? We have four connection methods: user logon, pre-logon, on demand, pre-logon, then on demand. Okay, I'm going with on demand. This is also purely based upon the client requirement. If they want to connect the global protect on with an on demand, because they have to manually connect and disconnect. Okay, so it is also depends upon the customer requirement. If they want on demand, you can configure on demand. If they want user logon, or if they want you pre-logon, if they want pre-logon, then on demand, we can configure from here. Okay, for now I'm going with an on demand, and rest of the things will be going with an default. Okay, here on the welcome, if you want, if whenever you connect to the global protect, if you want to turn on the welcome page, you can also turn on the welcome page. Once you connected to the global protect, it will be navigating to the welcome page. Okay, and these are the some options that the administrator will enable for the user purpose. Okay, if the user want to disable global protect app, okay, we need to enable that. Okay, until unless we have provided the options here, the user is not able to manage the global protect. Okay, if they want to disable, if you have a passcode, then only they will be able to disable the global protect app, or they will be uninstall the global protect app. Okay, if you configure uninstall password and confirm uninstall password, and the user is trying to uninstall the global protect app, they have to use this password to uninstall. If they don't have an password to uninstall the global protect app, they are not able to uninstall or disable the global protect app. Okay, and these are the things that you need to configure in the global protect portal. Just if you click on OK, it will show here, and just click on OK here. Our global protect portal will be config added here. Just taking time. Yeah, I think the portal is not added. Let me configure one more time. Yeah, I'm configuring. You have already seen, right? Whatever the things that we need to configure. I'm just going with all this configuration once. I have lost the access to the firewall, so it not saved. Until unless we click on OK, the configuration will won't be saved. If you have lost the access, that's it. we need to create an and authentication profile should be GP authentication, and just click on OK. Agent, in the agent we have to add name, config collection set, and internal external gateway, just or the gateway here, GP gateway. The name should be anything, whatever the name that you want, you can give. Select the reason as any, just click on OK, and app on demand. Okay, everything is done. Yes, if you click on OK, the portal will be whatever the portal that we have configured, it will show here. And the next thing is an gateway configuration. Just click on add to add the gateway, whatever the things that we have configured in the portal. Okay, the portal general tab and authentication, the both will be same. Okay, because we are using the same what we call same interface and same firewall, right? So this will be an same configuration, Ethernet 1/1 and IP address 30.30.30.0. This is a general tab, and in the authentication, just call that SSL TLS profile, whatever the SSL TLS profile that we have configured, and just add the authentication profile. Okay, authentication profile, GP authentication, and the rest of the things are default. And in the agent, this is the one thing that is different with the portal. In the portal we have configured some client configuration, right? Once the client configuration is completed, the portal will provide the list of gateways, right? So it will connect to this gateway. Here in the gateway agent configurations, I told you, right, the gateway will be connected in the two ways. Okay, whether it is using SSL or whether it is using an IPsec. If you enable this tunnel mode, it will by default it will be enabling the IPsec. Okay, if you are not enabling this, it will be using by default SSL VPN. So I'm using tunnel mode, and we need to create an tunnel interface here. Okay, just create one tunnel interface, and go with the default and security zone as an VPN. Just create a tunnel interface, that's it, nothing more to add IP address or anything. Just create a tunnel interface. I think this object is already exist. Yeah, this tunnel interface will be enabled, and the IPsec, see here the IPsec is enabled. This is, we have only global protect IPsec crypto. We will be having only phase 2 here, we don't have an phase 1. By default it will be going with an global protect IPsec crypto. The client configuration here, this is the important one, where the gateway is providing the information, right? I told, right, the gateway will provide the IP address to the virtual adapter once you install the global protect app in the Windows machine, and as well as split tunnel and full tunnel. Okay, give the name, whatever the name that you want, and rest of the things is default configuration. If you have any source user that you want to connect per the gateway, or any of the particular OS that you want, you can mention here. Okay, for now we don't have any restrictions, we want to connect all the things. Okay, we are going with an any. And authentication order, this is also same. Okay, if you want to generate a cookies for this gateway authentication also, you can generate a cookies. And here you can configure an IP pool. Okay, if you configure an IP pool here, it will take the IP from here. Just go with 192.168.20.1 to 192.168.20.100. If you want to go with the range, you can go with the range, or otherwise if you want to mention subnet also, you can mention the subnet as well if you have any particular subnet. Here in the split tunnel, we'll having two options, include and exclude. For now I'm not including anything or including excluding or anything in the access routes, and also the domain and application. So if you're not if you are not mentioning anything here, we will be calling it as an full tunnel. Okay, full tunnel means every traffic that are generating on this Windows 10 machine is flowing through the IPsec tunnel once GP is connected. IPsec tunnel means through the virtual adapter. I will show you the virtual adapter once I install the Global Protect app. Okay, you can just remember that if you are mentioning anything in the include or exclude, that is a split tunnel. If you are not mentioning anything in the include or exclude of access routes or domain and applications, that will be a full tunnel. For suppose I want to include only one subnet like 172.16.32.0 slash 24. Okay, I have this subnet and I have included. Okay, included means whenever you mention any subnet in the include, the what it will do is the Global Protect will be include only this traffic in the GP tunnel. Okay, rest of the traffic will be flowing through the your physical adapter. If you are excluding, it will be excluding that particular traffic through the GP tunnel and everything flowing through the GP tunnel. Okay, so I'm not including or excluding any tunnel, so I'm going with an full tunnel. Okay, so these are the things that we need to configure. And already we have created, right, client pool network services, all the already we have created. If you have any particular DNS servers locally to your network, so you can mention here, but I don't have anything, any particular service, particular DNS servers, so I'm just going with an this normal configuration. Okay, just click on OK. Our gateway configuration is done. And you can see whenever you are connecting the Global Protect, you can see the remote users here. Okay, what are the connected users? It will show all the information about the users that are connected to the Global Protect. Okay, this is all about our configuration. Okay, let's see if anything we miss. I think nothing. So just go ahead and commit this. After that, what we have to do is we have to install the GP, right, Global Protect agent in the Windows machine. So how can we install means we have two methods. I told you, right, two methods we can install the GP, one from the accessing the portal and one from the customer support portal of Palo Alto Networks. We don't have an customer support portal access, so we will be accessing the portal. We'll be doing the verification step, and also we'll be accessing the what we call portal and downloading the Global Protect. Okay, if you want to download Global Protect from the portal, what is the thing that we need to do is we need to activate the Global Protect client version in the firewall first. Okay, I will show you how can we do that. Let's this come, yeah, this configuration is successfully completed, right? So if you want to download Global Protect agent from client from portal using a web browser, to download that we need to activate the Global Protect client version in the firewall first. Okay, how can we activate means in the device we have an Global Protect client. Okay, here it will show all the Global Protect clients that are available. For this the active license is required. Okay, but I have already installed. Okay, I have already installed that. See here the Global Protect agent, and agent version I have is 5.1.8. Okay, you have to activate. Once you activate that, it will show here 5.1.8. So then only you will be able to download it in the Windows machine. Okay, so let's access the portal first. Let's see how it goes. I have configured the portal and gateway on Ethernet 1/1, right? So we will be using this IP address, same IP address how we have using GUI access, right? So we can use the same IP address. It will be taking you through the Global Protect portal. See here, it will be taken to the Global Protect portal. Once you have enabled the Global Protect portal on this interface, okay, if you see on the interface, before we are using this interface for the management access, right, web UI. But once you enable the feature, the web UI will won't be no longer will be supported once the feature is once any of the feature is enabled. That's why in the first step itself I have installed the certificates. Okay, once you enable the features on this particular interface, your GI will be won't be accessible. Before I have used this interface for GUI access, right? For now it will not. If you refresh this, it will be redirecting to the Global Protect portal, but not the web GUI. That is why I have mentioned you in the first step itself. We have to create an certificates and install the Windows in the Windows 10. If you try to install these certificates after enabling the portal and gateway, it will taking you through the portal only, not the web GUI. Before enabling the features, you need to access this web GUI and install the certificates. Okay, so see here, the Global Protect portal will be able to access. Then we have to what we call, we need to log in, right? So what are the users that we need to use here? Means whatever the local user that we have connected, that we have created, which is an TBNetworks. Okay, this is my username, and the password you need to type here. The password is the authentication failed. Just give me some minute. I'll check what is the username and password that users TBNetworks and Karthik, right? I am for now I am going with an TBNetworks, and the password. See here, our global portal is, once you once you log into the portal from the web browser, it will be redirecting to download, right? Okay, from here you can download. Okay, and if you want to see the logs, authentication logs, see here in the monitor tab we'll be having Global Protect logs. You can see the successful logins. See here, today I have logged into the portal with the username. Okay, what is the authentication method? Local database. I have tried before, but it is not successful. It is failure because the error is invalid username and password. All the successful and failure GP authentication logs will be seen in the Global Protect. So if you are facing any issues with the authentication of Global Protect, you can check here. Okay, before I was trying to log in, but it was failure because of invalid username and password. After that I have logged in, and it will show it as a success and it is logged in. So from here what you will do is you need to download the whatever the Global Protect agent that you want. If your Windows machine is 32-bit, just go ahead and download 32-bit, and if your Windows machine is 64-bit, you can download from here. And in the Mac, okay, Mac, if it is Mac OS 32 or 62-bit, you can download here. So my Windows machine is 64-bit. If you just click on that, your the Global Protect download will be started. Okay, this is one verification step, as well as the downloading of Global Protect agent in the local machine. If you don't have access to the customer support portal, you can go in this way. See, once you download is successful, just click on that. It will take you through the run. Okay, you can, if you click on the run, it will take you through the installation process. See here, I have enabled the 5.1.8, right? We have downloaded we got an 5.1.8 itself. What is a Global Protect agent version here? 5.1.8. The same thing we got downloaded in the local machine. Okay, just go ahead and click on next. and the folder it will be creating the same one, right? Just click on next. Next, it will take you through the once everything is finished, just close this as successfully installed. You can just close this. After some time the pop-up will be available here, okay? On the right side of your Windows machine, the pop-up will be uh, available for Global Protect portal a configure logging in, okay? Well, it will show welcome to the Global Protect, please enter your portal address. Portal address means what is the portal address that we have to mention is what are the portal what are the interface IP that we are using for the portal and gateway, the same one we need to mention here. So I am using Ethernet 1/1, right? That IP address of Ethernet 1/1 I have to mention here. So it is 30.30.30.10. Just go ahead and connect. It will be redirecting to the login page. See here in the login page we have seen, right, the username is username and the password is password. You have to mention the username here. What is the username that you want to connect? I have connected the portal with TBNetworks. I am using the same username here, TBNetworks, and the password. Okay, just click on sign in. See here, our portal is success, our Global Protect is successfully connected. Okay, I will show you once the Global Protect is successfully connected. I want to show you one thing, right? That virtual adapter. Before installing itself, I have to show you how it will. No issues. I will show the virtual adapter here itself. Once you install the Global Protect agent, or once you install the Global Protect client in the Windows machine, what it will do is it will also install the virtual adapter. Okay, this is an virtual adapter. When if there is no Global Protect, it will not show this virtual adapter. We'll be having only the Ethernet adapter. See here, this is for PAN GP virtual Ethernet adapter. It will be installed once our Global Protect agent or client is installed in our local machine. And if you want to show the IP address, okay, you can just go with IP config. See here, this is our Ethernet 4, right? Ethernet PAN GP adapter. Okay, the IP address we got 192.168.20.1, the right IP address only, right? Just verify it once in the gateway. What is IP pool that we have given here in the agent client setting? What is IP pool we have given here? 192.168.20.1 to 20.100, right? So the IP address we got from the gateway is correct, right? The gateway 192.168.20.1, but default gateway it should be at 00 only, okay? Because it is from the Global Protect gateway, right? The default gateway should be 00 only. This is our virtual adapter, okay? This is our virtual adapter, and this is our PAN GP adapter. If you want to see more details about this, you can just go with config/all. It will show everything, okay? What is PAN GP4 adapter and what is a Ethernet adapter. See here, Ethernet adapter Ethernet 4 is our PAN GP virtual Ethernet adapter, and 192.168 is a preferred now. And if you want to see the routes, okay, if you want to see the routes, what you will do is just check route print. If you type this route print, it will be get all the routes that are installed in the local machine. See here, before it was going through this our Ethernet adapter, physical adapter, but now it is all the traffic that are going through 0.0.0.0 means anything, right? Any traffic that is destined via, we can see the on link, okay? The gateway is on link, and interface 192.168.20.1 and metric is 1. I told you that yesterday, the lower the metric, the higher the priority, okay? All the now all the traffic that is flowing through this Windows machine will be flowing through our virtual adapter, okay, the PAN-GP virtual adapter, because the metric is one when compared to the Ethernet adapter, okay. For suppose if you have included anything, okay, if you are included or if you are excluded anything in the split tunnel, only that particular traffic will be flown, and you can see here itself, you can also see the subnet here for that particular for that particular in interface that it is showing, okay. And this is how you can verify, and this is how you can also you can configure and verify the things, and you can download the global protect here from from the portal. And we have seen, right, the portal is connected now, and all the things that are flowing through the from this Windows machine will flow to the global protect. And if you want to, if something has if you face any issues from the global protect, if you want to collect the logs, okay, just click on the three horizontal lines and click on the settings. Will be seen here the portal is this one, and the status is connected. The status is connected, that should be fine. But if you are facing any issues that it is not connecting, what you have to do is you have to collect the logs, and in the troubleshooting it will be going through collect the logs, okay. We have an option to collect the logs, just click on collect. It will be downloading an zip file, okay, global protect logs, okay. once this uh, once is available to once is downloaded, you will, the logs are available to verify, okay. If you click on open folder, it will be open. This is our global protect logs, okay. Two folders that you have to focus is pan gps, okay. This is pan gps means global protect service, whatever the service means, portal and gateway, and the port and agent log, okay. This is a pan gpa agent, pan gpa means Palo Alto Networks global protect agent log. Agent means whatever the agent that we have installed here, if anything is wrong with the agent that we have installed, all the logs will be available in the pan gpa.log, and service related it will be in the pan gps, okay. These are the two logs that you have mainly focus, okay. If I open this pan gps logs, it will show everything, okay, whether it is failed or whether it is successful. If you want see the more recent logs, you can just scroll down to the bottom, and if you want to verify, you can just start with the portal starts, gp portal starts. See here, I have given the command route print, right. uh, whatever the uh, whatever the output that we have given in the route print, it is also given here in the same thing, okay. See here, this is our IP address that is assigned to our client. Tunnel creation starts. Tunnel creation start means it will be an which will call gateway configuration. Gateway login starts. Gateway pre-login starts. Network discovery. See here, we are seeing a network discovery, right. If you see the network discovery, what it will means, it will be checking whether it has to be connected to the internal gateway or external gateway. We will be calling as a network discovery. Set state to discovering network. This is our portal login starts. This is where you need to start your troubleshooting, okay. If you see the portal login starts, and before that we'll be having pre-login starts, portal pre-login starts, okay. Portal pre-login start means whenever you are trying to access the portal, it will be providing some information to the agent. Okay, what are the information? That is a certificate information, authentication methods. See here, it will be provided certificate information. Okay, this is our certificate, server certificate, which is signed by our GP root cert. And after that, it will be also providing the authentication methods. After that, it will be going with an portal login starts. Okay, in the portal login start, you will see the portal is successfully connected. See here, the portal status is connected here. If it is successfully connected, it will show portal is connected, but if it is not connecting, it will show and why it is not connected and what are the things that you need. And after that, after portal successfully connected, it will be going with an network discovery, and after network discovery, it will be start the gateway pre-login. And see here, it is SSL connecting to 30.30.30.10. And it once the gateway is connected, it will be creating a route. Okay, and set virtual interface driver started as S. Okay, these are the things that you need to verify in the this is how you can collect the logs from the global protect, and you can access the GPS logs. Okay, anything or any clarifications or any confusions on this?
No, bro.
No, okay,
Bro,
okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, it is out of syllabus. Basically, అంటే ఇప్పుడు అన్న ఏం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు పాలో ఆల్టో పెనోరమా అని ఉంటది. ఇంకొకటి వచ్చేసేసి వేరేది ఏముంటది అన్న. ఇప్పుడు పాలో ఆల్టో పెనోరమాకి వెళ్ళినాం అనుకో, మనం
Hmm.
పుష్ టు డివైజెస్, పుష్ టు పనోరమా అని ఉంటది కదా కమిట్ చేసినప్పుడు.
Yeah, yeah.
దాన్ని పెనోరమా అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే రెగ్యులర్ బేసిస్ లో ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఓన్లీ కమిట్ ఆప్షన్
కమిట్
ఒక్కటే
ఆప్షన్
ఉన్నది.
ఫైర్ వాల్ మనకు వచ్చేసి ఓన్లీ వన్ కమిట్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది అంతే. ఓకే,
ఓకే.
బట్ ఇన్ ద
ఓకే.
పానరమ్లో మాత్రం నీకు మల్టిపుల్ ఉంటాయి. పుష్ టు ద పానరమ్ అంటే అది లోకల్ కమిట్ అంటాను. సారీ,
ఓకే.
కమిట్ టు ద పానరమ్ అంటే లోకల్ టు ద పానరమా, అండ్ పుష్ టు ద డివైజెస్ మీన్స్ దట్ ఈస్ అన్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. అండ్
ఓకే.
యూ కెన్ లర్న్ మోర్ అబౌట్ దట్ కమిట్ ఇన్ ద కమిట్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్
ఆహ్,
సపరేట్ టాపిక్ ఫర్
యాహ్!
దట్ కమిట్.
ఓకే. అంటే నాకు అదే నేను ఇంతకుముందు జాబ్ జేసినప్పుడు నాకు ఒక డేటా సెంటర్ ఏమో పాలో ఆల్టో పెనోరమా యూజ్ జేసేది. ఇంకో డేటా సెంటర్ ఏమో జస్ట్ పాలో ఆల్టో ఫైర్‌వాల్ అనే సేమ్ ఇప్పుడు మీదుంది గదా! హోమ్ పేజ్
యా
అలానే
యా యా.
ఉండేది.
ఎస్ ఎస్.
యాహ్! సో, దానికేమైనా సెపరేట్ నేమ్ ఉంటదా అని జెప్పేసి అడుగుతున్నా ఇప్పుడు.
యా యా, సపరేట్ అంటే
ఆహ్,
పాండ్రమాకి డిఫరెంట్ పాండ్రమా అని ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఆల్ ద
ఓకే.
డివైజెస్, ఆల్ ద ఫైర్వాల్స్ విల్ బి మేనేజింగ్ త్రూ ద పాండ్రమా. వీ నీడ్ టు కనెక్ట్ ఆల్ ద
ఓకే.
డివైజెస్ టు పాండ్రమా సో దట్ that is a centralized device where you can manage all the firewalls. We have an panorama topic as well, you can know more about
ఓకే.
that.
యాహ్! అన్న. ఇంకొకటన్నా ఇప్పుడు బేసికల్‌గా సెక్యూరిటీ పాలిసీ రాసేటప్పుడన్న ఇంతకుముందు నేను జేసినప్పుడు నా టీమ్ లీడ్ ఉండి అంటే లైక్ ఏదైనా రూల్ రాసేటప్పుడు ప్రణయ్ అడ్రెస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్‌కి, అడ్రెస్ గ్రూప్‌కి వెళ్లి చూడు అని ఉంటది. ఎందుకన్నా? వాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ అట్లా అడ్రెస్ గ్రూప్స్‌కెళ్ళమని జెప్తాడు?
అంటే నువ్వు అడ్రస్ గ్రూప్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసినావు అంటే అక్కడ నీ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ ఏముంటో తెలియదు కదా. నువ్వు మనం డైరెక్ట్గా ఐపీ అడ్రస్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తే సెక్యూరిటీ పాలసీలో వీ కెన్ నో వాట్ ఈస్ ద సోర్స్ ఐపీ. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ఐపీ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్
ఓకే.
కాన్ఫిగర్డ్. If you are using address
ఓకే.
objects, we don't know what is the IP for that. So you need to go through the address object. You need to check what is the IP, whether that IP is allowed or not.
ఓకే. ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తారా అన్న? ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక క్లయింట్ ఒక యూజర్ ఉంటాడు. ఆ అడ్రెస్ గ్రూప్ గురించి నన్ను చెక్ చేయమన్నాడు. దానికి ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తారా? అంటే ఇంత రెగ్యులర్ వేలా?
Just a minute. ఇక్కడ నువ్వు చూసుకున్నట్టయితే ఇక్కడ మనకి యాక్చువల్గా పాలసీస్లో డైరెక్ట్గా మనం ఐపీ అడ్రస్ను యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే,
ఓకే. అవునన్నా. యాహ్!
అలా కాకుండా నీకు ఐపీ అడ్రస్ కాకుండా నువ్వు ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ కూడా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, అడ్రస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ అడ్రస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, నువ్వు ఒక
ఓకే.
అడ్రస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకొని ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్
ఓకే.
గివింగ్ address 192.168.120.1. For my understanding purpose, I'm giving the name, but somehow
Okay.
someone's configured different thing, and you are creating address object for this particular IP 192.168.120.1. Okay, we are creating
Okay.
this, and we are calling these address objects in the policies, but we don't know what is particular IP that we have configured in the address objects.
Okay.
So in order to verify the address in the address objects, you need to come to the address objects, you need to open this particular object, you need to see what is the IP, whether the IP
Okay.
that we are receiving is matching with it IP or not, with its address object or not.
Okay. Yeah.
అట్లా నువ్వు వెరిఫై చేసుకోవాలన్నమాట.
ఓకే అన్న.
మ్మ్.
అన్న ఒకవేళ మనము ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఈ పాలోల్టో మోడల్ ఏంటిదన్న ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూపిస్తుంది కదా
నేను
స్క్రీన్ మీద
నేను నేను
క్లియర్.
యూజ్ చేసేది విఎం 100.
ఓకే. విఎం 100 ఇప్పుడు విఎం 100 నుంచి విఎం 300 ఆర్ 400 కి మనం మొత్తం మైగ్రేట్ చేసినాం అనుకో, అంటే లైక్ వీఆర్ మైగ్రేటింగ్ అనుకో ఫైర్ వాల్ ని, వాట్ విల్ బి ద ప్రాసెస్ అన్న? అడిగిన క్లాస్ లో ఇంక్లూడ్ అవుతుందా ఎట్లా అన్న? అంటే
లేదు
స్టెప్స్
లేదు,
ఎట్లుంటాయి?
యాక్చువల్గా మైగ్రేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. ఓకే, మైగ్రేషన్
ఓకే.
యాక్చువల్లీ మైగ్రేషన్ యాజ్ ఫార్ యాజ్ ట్యాగ్ ఇంజనీర్ దే వోంట్ బీ సపోర్ట్ ఫర్ ద మైగ్రేషన్. ఓకే, మైగ్రేషన్ ఎవరు
ఓకే.
చేస్తారంటే దే విల్ బీ హ్యావింగ్ సపరేట్ నెట్వర్క్ అడ్మిన్ టీమ్. సో దే విల్ బీ కాంటాక్టింగ్ విత్ ద, మనకేంటంటే మీకు ఒకవేళ ప్యారల్ ఫైర్ వాల్ కొనుక్కున్నారంటే యూ హ్యావ్ అన్ సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్. ఓకే,
ఓకే.
so you need to consult to the system administrator, they will support for the migration. ఏం లేదు మైగ్రేషన్ అంటే ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ ద కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ పిఏవిఎం అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు స్పిన్ ద అండర్ VM 300 and you need to import that same configuration in the VM 300. That's it.
అది మనమే చేస్తామా అన్న, లేకపోతే సపోర్ట్ టీమ్ చేస్తారా? మనం ఇట్లా కాల్ షెడ్యూల్ చేసుకొని వాళ్ళతో బ్రిడ్జ్ కాల్ లో ఉండాలా
బ్రిడ్జ్
ఎట్లా?
కాల్లో ఉండి మనం సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ ఉంటారు కదా, వాళ్ళతో మనం
యా.
సింకప్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళతో చేయించాలన్నమాట.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
నువ్వు ఆ
అదే.
మైగ్రేషన్లో ఏదైనా ఇష్యూస్ వస్తే నువ్వు టికెట్ రైజ్ చేస్తావు అంతే, ట్యాక్.
అదే. అదే అన్న. ఇక ట్యాగ్ టికెట్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలంటే పాలోల్టో వెబ్సైట్కి వెళ్ళేసి చేయాలి కదా అన్న?
దట్స్ ఇట్, పాలాల్టో
యా.
వెబ్సైట్కి వెళ్ళే చేయాలి.
పాలోల్టో సపోర్ట్ అని ఉంటుంది అది.
ఎస్ ఎస్.
ఓకే అన్న.
Do you have any questions or queries regarding this lab? If you don't have, we will stop the recording so that it will not extend far.
నో అన్న, ఏం డౌట్ లేదు.
Okay, perfect. I will stop the recording.